Welcome everyone. Before we actually start, the time is 1 o'clock. I just need to be assisted here by Peter to stop this holding slide, please. Which button do I press, Peter? Okay, stop sharing. There we go. Peter, can you just please check if I'm visible? Okay, thank you.
Yes, you are.
Yes, thank you very much, Peter. My name is Mdu Zinongwane. I am from the Western Cape region, where I'm a branch librarian. I would like to welcome you today to this training session. Quite a few of the students joined us even before 1 o'clock, and I could see the excitement that you really want to know what is happening in the libraries. UNISA, as you know, is a very complex university. You didn't just pitch up here and say, where's the residential or where's my room? It's all virtual. We're all just online. And the single purpose for us to be gathered here today is just basically for your students to be informed about what is it that they will need from the library and the library offerings. Just to go through quickly on the rules, or house rules as they call them. The people are going to present. In fact, there's only one person who's going to present, and that is Mrs. Signolo. And then we'll be assisted by Peter from ICT. Yeah, so don't be offended when Peter just arbitrarily, without asking you, switch your mic off or switch your camera off. Yeah, he's the one in charge in the technical services. And then we're going to have two other colleagues from the UNISA library who'll be looking at your chats. So the way it's going to happen is that I'm going to introduce Mrs. Signolo, and during her presentation, if there are any points of clarity or if you have any questions or comments, you're only allowed to put them on the chat. And then we'll make room, Mrs. Signolo, towards the end or right at the end of your presentation for a questions and answer session for you to ask those burning questions that you have. Try and participate so that you can actually maximize your participation, and as well as get as much information that you need from today. In case there are other people who were hoping to have a session, attend the sessions tomorrow, please note that those sessions have been cancelled because there'll be a university academic opening tomorrow. So everything has now been moved to Monday. And I think in terms of the announcement and so forth and the welcoming, that part is now done. So it's at this point that I would like to present to you Mrs. Signolo, who's the acting head at client services at UNISA. She'll be telling you all about what is it that you need from the library. Mrs. Signolo, are you ready to present?
Good afternoon. Yes, I'm just going. I was moved from where I was, so okay. I'm just trying to share first, and then you tell me if the screen is, you can see my screen. So I'm trying to share first.
Yeah, the audio is good. We're just waiting for your presentation, and please just show up just for a few seconds so that people can see who you are, and then afterwards you can just switch off your camera.
I'll do so as soon as I get my presentation. Thank you.
Okay.
Are you able to see my presentation?
It's loading slowly. I can only see a black screen at the moment.
Okay.
Can you please just unshare again, and then unshare and then share again?
I was trying to do the thanks, Peter. I'm trying to share again. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes, you can try and project.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that. Is it
Mrs.
fine?
Yolo, when you were trying to project, I was asking. I was not aware that I was muted. I wanted to establish if Trifina and Bongi are here.
Okay, they
to
can
take
say
care
so.
of our chat room.
Colleagues, are you here? Yes,
Okay,
Bongi is
okay.
here.
There's Bongi
Yes.
there.
Mm.
Okay, I think Bongi will cope. Maybe Trifina will join us later. So continue. The floor is yours, Mrs. Senior. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, colleagues, and good day, colleagues and Unisens. As I've already been introduced, my name is Mohadi, and I'll be taking you through to the library presentation. In the meantime, I'm just showing my face so that you are able to link the person who will be talking to you throughout the presentation. But I will be stopping the camera for the sake of our students and other colleagues that may not be able to go through with the camera on due to data issues. So, thank you. Allow me to welcome you to the UNISA Library, the largest university in the land. And not only the largest university in the land, but the largest academic library in Africa. And please bear in mind that by UNISA Library, I will be referring to all UNISA Library branches and regions as UNISA Library in this presentation. Of course, Mr. Ngongwani Mduduzi has already indicated that we do have a team of dedicated librarians who are available to assist you in all the regions and in our branch. I'm trying to go to the next Peter, but it doesn't look like. Let me just see. Yeah, okay, it was just stopped. All right. The library orientation is to provide you with information on how to access the library resources or the library services, electronic resources, and collection of the UNISA library. If the regional library of UNISA does not have the book or any material that you are requesting or asking for, the regional librarian will request the material or book from the main library so that you can be able to assist or to be assisted with your request. As a registered library user, you are expected to carry your activated library access card when visiting any UNISA library in person. You can access resources from all the regional branches of the UNISA library and also online. As you can see here, we do have about 13 branches across the country, including one in Ethiopia. These are the branches, the regional branches and the branches of UNISA library. Just minimize this. We do have a branch or a regional library in Cape Town, KwaZulu-Natal, East London, in Port Elizabeth, and now Gqeberha, the Florida, which is referred to as the Science Library, Ethiopia in Addis Ababa, Ekurhuleni, Johannesburg, Polokwane, Pretoria, which is the main campus that I'm based at the moment. And then we have the following as well. My screen is moving a bit slow. We have Rustenburg. Just hanging. Okay, just jump. We've got Rustenburg, the Graduate School of Business, referred to as SBL in short, and the one in Nelspruit, and the last one in Sunnyside. So those are the branches and regional libraries of UNISA across the country. Now let's look at the current library hours that we operate on. The libraries open at 7:45, 7:45 until 4 o'clock, 16 hours, Mondays to Friday. And of course, currently the library does not open on Saturdays. If it was opened, we used to open at 8 to 4, but at the moment we are closed. And during December, Monday to Friday, the library opens at 8 instead of 7:45. It opens at 8 until 4 o'clock for all the libraries except the following: Ethiopia, East London, Florida, and SBL. And during public holidays, all libraries are closed. And also during Saturdays in December, all libraries are closed. And between Christmas and New Year. Now, if we look at the collection that the library has, to just give you a snapshot, we do have the study collection where you can come in and do your studies. We also have the journal collections, and we have the audiovisual collections where you get your multimedia, the CDs and so on. And we also have the open shelf or research reference. And we do have archives and special collections that is only available or only accessible at the Meklunek campus. Now, before we move on to familiarize ourselves with the services that the library has, we need to observe the library etiquette, that you treat the books with respect. In other words, we don't have to underline, we don't have to highlight or make notes in the margins of the books, because they are not our books. They are books that we are borrowed and someone else is going to use it for many years to come. The food is not allowed or drinks in the library. There's no eating near the books because this increases the risk of spillage and encourages pests. So when you have the library books, please take them with care. The vandalism, where we found that a lot of other students tear pages out of books, which denies access or equal access to the others for the information. So as soon as you tear another page, it means that book is not complete, and then the next person will not be able to get the full information as required. And of course, we discourage theft. And in the library, please do, when you are in the physical library, please do not leave the library with library material that was not issued to you. So you only leave the library with books that you have taken in your name. Because if you do that, you take a book from the shelf and just leave the library without borrowing or issuing it out in your name, it is treated as theft and will subject to you being in the disciplinary action. The other important library etiquette is noise. We need to respect the rights of others when they use the library, because the library is used as a place of learning. You must try by all means to avoid loud conversations or other actions that will disturb fellow library users. You find that you get into the library with your cell phone on, not on silent or on mute, and then you want to use the library, and during the course of you using it, we hear your phone ringing loudly. You must switch on all that, including your audio equipment, even if you're not using the cell phone, to a silent mode, especially before you enter the library, so that you don't forget. These are some of the examples that we would want to bring to your attention to say, you must use the bookmarks rather when you use a library book. If you look on your left-hand side, you will see that someone has tried and highlight the book that doesn't belong to him or her. And if you look to the right, you find that someone did not use the bookmarks. Instead, they do the dog ear pages and There are other things that you can make use of, like your sticky notes or your paper clips, instead of doing that, what is on the examples. All these things cause permanent damage to the pages of a book, and rather use a thin slip of paper instead. Then where to begin in all of this? Because now you want to enter into the library and you want to start using the resources, whether you are inside in person or you are remotely, wherever you are using the library online. So you go to www.unisa.ac.za, and then you'll reach into this page, which is the university page, and then you click into the library. You land yourself into this home page of the library. This is where everything starts. Whether you're looking for articles, books, whatever the information that you're looking for in the library, you have to begin to this page. So that is the address. And then this is the page for the library, the landing page for the library. And then you can start putting your searches there and go and access any of that. In order for you to access the library and its resources, you need to first claim your library password, which is your MyUNISA password. That works the same way as MyLife password. As you enter the password, especially when you want to renew your books or when you want to request a particular item, then this screen will come up requiring you to put in your username, which is your student number, and your password being your MyUNISA password. Otherwise, there is a link here that you can follow to claim your MyUNISA. But as a registered student, I'm sure you already have your MyUNISA password, which you can use for your MyLife. MyLife is mainly for your emails that the university correspond with you using the MyLife email other than any other. No, not your private email, nor any other email, but the MyLife email. So all the correspondence while you are still a student at UNISA, it will be forwarded to you on the email, and that is MyLife email. And I hope the other, if you have attended other orientation, there is a space or a slot where they have explained in detail how you claim your MyUNISA and how you obtain your MyLife email. Now, if we look at the services that we offer to our students and all the clients, we do have this following sections in the library. And this is the personal librarians, which we can refer to as subject librarians. They offer training in the use of databases and tools. And they also can compile literature searches based on your research topic. And they also offer subject-specific information services. If you are in education, then you will have a personal librarian in education, and that personal librarian will be able to assist you in this some of these services that I'm outlining here. But please bear in mind that for personal librarian services, it is meant for academics and researchers, postgraduate and researchers or academics, not all of us, but just it's for you for noting. And we do have services that we are offered by another section in the library called Information Search Librarians. And this group or this section do literature searches on your research topics. They also request, if you request a literature search, then they are able to send you the search results, but you can also find them on the library website. And again, these services are for academics and researchers. Another section that is in the library that offers services to you as our clients are the branch librarians. The branch librarians offer training in the use of library services and procedures. And for you to be able to join or a certain training, you are able to go to the library website, look under training and skill support, and then you will be able to get the training schedule with its modules so that you are able to best choose which one do I have to attend to, or when is that training taking place. And of course, this is very important to most of you in this orientation today, because these are the services that are offered for undergraduate students, meaning you as first entering university students, whether you are, as long as it's your first time, this is the service that you have to consider looking into on the library website and look for training so that you start booking training and then you can attend it in person or online. So the link will be sent to you, and we use Teams to train all our students. So this is where you start. You can start your life in the library and understand what are the services that we offer in the library. So please visit the library website under that training and skill support. We also do have services and resources available to clients with disabilities. So we have designated areas that are equipped with assistive technology. Please bear in mind also or note that entrance fees are not charged for an accompanying person. In some instances, we do have people that accompanying our colleagues, our clients with disabilities, so there is no fee charged for them. Guide dogs are also allowed in the library for those that use guide dogs. And in this category, we are able to extend the period of loan for library material that our clients with disabilities might have taken. If, say, for instance, they were supposed to bring the book before the end of the month, then we are able to extend that period of loan for them. A wheelchair is available upon request. A dedicated parking is also available. And the sign language interpreter is available on request. And here the following are the audiobook readers that are available for loan for clients with disabilities. As you can see them is Blaze EZ, BookSense, Classmate Reader, Victor Reader Stratus, Dolphin Pens, earphones, and so on. All these items can be searched in our catalog, and if you want to request them, you request them through the email address of lib-disability@unisa.ac.za. And the devices are preloaded with information on services offered by the library. And also the assistive devices that are available in the library, we've got 5 widescreen computer monitors with ZoomText large print keyboards. We also have 1 Prodiki HumanWare electronic magnifier for low vision and blindness. We have 1 Merlin desktop electronic magnifier, which allows one to zoom on an image in and out. So for all those who would request for assistance in terms of the assistive technology that are available, you can visit your nearest branch, or you can contact them on the library website, where you find under branch library. You then just check which library you want to visit, and then you'll find the information there, and then you are able to contact them for the assistive technology. But for clients with print disabilities, they can request conversions from print into a digital format by sending an email to the same email that I spelled out, lib-disability@unisa.ac.za. But for materials that you need to be delivered to you, we are able to deliver the requested materials via email or on a CD or DVD, or preload it on an audiobook reader. And you can also collect in person if you are able to, or otherwise it will be couriered to your preferred address. For e-reserved, prescribed and recommended books, you are able to go to the university library website on the oasis.unisa.ac.za/search /R, so you are able to get the e-reserve prescribed and recommended books. But for more information on our clients with disabilities, you can email lip-disability@unisa.ac.za. We do have our Advocacy and Resource Center for Students with Disabilities, OCSWIT in short, and they are available on 012-429-6923 should you need Braille and other specialized services. Again, we have another service that we offer. We do have the Thabo Mbeki Presidential Library. In short, we usually call it TEMPL or TMPL. This is a living library, and TEMPL set up space, and it is divided into 3 eras of Mr. Mbeki's history. The first one is pre-presidential era. The second one is presidential era. And the third one is post-presidential era. So these are the hours for the Thabo Mbeki office hours, which is 7:45 to 15:45, 3:45. So you must note the time because it's not the same as the main or the other libraries. And that is the contact number 012-429-2693 for the Mekhulune campus, which is where the main library for Thabo Mbeki Presidential Library is situated. Otherwise, the others are for the website. TMPL is the second presidential library in the African continent, where we find that the first one is the one that is for the Obasanjo Presidential Library. Africa has a proud history of retaining knowledge, peace, prosperity, and equality. Therefore, TEMPL, as a living library, addresses the same important matters of knowledge production, peace building, advancing prosperity and equality for the transformation of Africa, an interactive space for reflection, and a place to learn what shaped the society that we currently live in. But over and above that, the primary beneficiaries for the TMPL are African scholars, students, and the general public. The scope that is covered by the TMPL includes library collection, archive, discourse. The collection contains an exhaustive repository of the documents, papers, and artifacts of Mr. Thabo Mbeki. The TMPL has become one living library, one which focuses not only on Mr. Mbeki's life and times, but also on the larger context of a rapidly changing continent. So as I highlighted, the books that are marked as Mbeki's use are only from the UNISA library catalog. And these are the property of Mr. Mbeki at the Thabo Mbeki residence in Killarney. And they are not available at the archives or on the at the temple, at the Thabo Mbeki Presidential Library. These books are not for use by anyone. So they are just for information. As you can see, they are not available in our library here in the very Thabo Mbeki library. So you can just take note of that. Whereby in the final analysis, the temple's ultimate goal is to assist inquiring African minds in answering the all-important question as it pursues the objective of an African Renaissance. Where will the continent be tomorrow? Now, the other section in the library that is also of importance to note is UNISA Archives, which is the division of the library.
Signolo?
Yes, sorry.
Mr. Signolo, I just want to interject and just to make a quick announcement, not an announcement, but to remind the audience that we only take the questions, because I see there are people who are raising their hands. And I see the number is doubled when we started explaining the house rules. That will only address the questions at the end of your presentation. In the meanwhile, they can just use the chat room. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ndu. Yeah, I was just highlighting the other section in the library that preserves institutional and external historical records, and this benefits the academic community as well as the global community. And this archival section houses historical materials that can be used for research, learning, teaching, and exhibition. And of course, any other community activities. Archive materials differ from library material in the following ways. They are not published, they are unique or uncommon or original, they are not loanable, they can be consulted in the reading room, and you can also do photocopies of some documents that are permissible. Now, when we look at the library services that we offer, other than the sections that I have highlighted, we do have the Summon Discovery Tool, which is an exciting new way of accessing library online resources that includes e-journals, e-books, videos, newspaper articles, print books, and many more. So Summons allows you to refine your search further by filtering your results by discipline and subject terms. So in other words, over and above, when you use the library catalog, you are able to use someone that allows you to do or access all these other resources other than the books. And it allows you to change the content type from journal articles to books. You can also access the UNISA Library Catalog on AirPack. What is an AirPack? It's just a mobile application or a mobile app, which is a software application designed to run on smartphones, tablets, and other mobile devices. This mobile phone, tablet, and other mobile devices can be accessible anywhere on the go. We also have the electronic reserves that you can access as one of the other services that we offer. These are material prescribed or recommended for your course. They include journal articles, law cases, and chapters from the books. And you can only access the electronic reserves by the course code or by the title. But please note that in order for you to access the electronic reserves, the e-reserves, you need the Adobe Reader to view the recommended materials in PDF format. After searching our materials, now you want to borrow and you want to request what is. And for your level, for those that are still first years that are undergraduate, you are entitled to borrow up to 8 items. That includes audiovisual for 21 working days. In other words, we don't count weekends because, of course, I highlighted that we do not open on weekends as well. So that is also not included in the 21 working days. And as you move on with your studies and you happen to be a postgraduate student, then you can see the more the books and the more the days. So they are entitled up to 16 items for 42 working days. And we do have those who are doing the short learning course, and they are entitled to take up to 4 items for 21 working days. But please note that the loan periods differ according to the type of library material and also whether items were issued by post, which means in this case by a courier, or being borrowed in person. Because we at the moment we're using courier instead of the postage. After borrowing, after requesting the materials, now, how do we then deliver the books to you or the devices that you requested to you? Remember, you may not have been in person. You might have requested the books or material online. So you need to know how do they then get to you. UNISA Library uses 2 ways to deliver your requested books or devices. One is to courier to a preferred address, and you are able to track the status of your parcel via My UNISA. Or you can also get your material from any of the UNISA partner libraries. I've shared with you the list of libraries as well, the regional ones, but there are other partner libraries, and on the website you are able to see which one is nearer to you. Now, after you have borrowed the books, now you know how many you have taken and you know when to bring them back. But while you're reading, while you're studying, you realize that you haven't finished reading. You want to extend the period of loan. You can do this in the following manner. You can go online and via the OASIS catalog and then you are able to renew your books. You can also do that via your mobile device or via your library app. Or you can simply telephone us or give us a call on 3313 429 3313, which is the Pretoria code. Or you can just walk into your nearest branch library and then ask them to renew for you. But should you have done this online, please note that renewals will not be granted if there's a hold on the item or if there's an outstanding library fine. That across all the renewals, whether you were there or you have done it or you want to do it online. But when you want to renew, the books can only be renewed if you don't have a hold. There's no hold. Someone is not looking or waiting for that book, and also that you don't have fine or an outstanding fine on your record. And it allows you 2 times to renew your books online, after which you need to really bring the books back to the library, because items that cannot be renewed must be returned to the library immediately. After having taken books out, you have even extended the period of loan to some extent. Now you need to return the books. We have shown you how to get the books to you. Now you have to return the books back to the library. And this is the ways in which you can return the books. In person, you can come to the main campus, Meklunek Library, or you can go to any of the branch libraries, the UNISA branch libraries, or you can courier it back to the UNISA library. Books can also be returned using the self-check-in machine that are available at the library entrance. And please, you must keep the receipts safe. But in the Meklunek campus, this service is currently not working. But in other branches where they are working, you are able to use the self-check-in machine as well. Please note that you are liable for the cost of returning library material via the courier. If you do not return library material on time, which means we would have stamped the book on, put the date on the book and stamp it to show that this is the book that you're supposed to return. So you are liable should you not return the book on that due date. Books may not be posted. They may not, by the time we were using post, you may not post them in the assignment boxes, because you have to send them by courier back. Otherwise, all audiovisual material should be returned in separate parcels that are clearly marked for attention audiovisual collection. So unlike other normal books, the audiovisual material should be returned that way. In all of this, we need to observe copyright and plagiarism. These are the student values and plagiarism. All academic work, which means we're trying to explain to you, as you can see here, there's ideas, dishonesty, thoughts, wrongful appropriation, stealing language, and so on. So we are simply saying all academic work, written or otherwise, submitted by you as a student, is expected to be the result of your own work. The university views this act of copyright infringement and plagiarism as a serious offense. You might lead to be in a serious situation. Plagiarism is simply the act of taking words, ideas, and thoughts of others and presenting it as your own, which is regarded as the form of theft, which involves a number of dishonest academic activities. So in order to avoid that, UNISA has put together a disciplinary code that appears in your study at UNISA brochure, especially chapter 3 of 1.19. Go and familiarize yourself with that chapter and read the university's policy and copyright infringement so that you and plagiarism, so that you then familiarize yourself with how then can you prevent plagiarism. You must use the information ethically for all your written assignments and research projects. The ethical use of information does not only reflect a person's integrity, but it is also mandated by law. This may lead you failing in your studies and in a serious instances which you may be punished or fined. That means you may be dismissed as well from the university. Given the time, we do have a tour of the library on the YouTube, then we will come back to that if we are able to. But other than that, where you can find us, you can go and log on to the www.unisa.ac.za/library. And you can also go to the library mobile app, which is downloadable from the iStore or Google Play. And you can also follow us on Facebook, www.facebook.com/UNISA Library. Or you can find us on Twitter, which is the same, twitter.com/UNISA Library. Then how do you contact us again? You can also get up-to-date information about the library services by visiting our library guides, which will guide you on the subject-specific and also for more studies on your research and your studies, that is the address for the LibGuides. Or also when you log on to the library, you'll find that there's LibGuides link, and then you just click there to get to the LibGuide, which is a one-stop shop. If you are not sure where to start, what to search for, where to find books, and so on, you can just go to the LibGuides, and it will guide you as to, this is the library catalog, these are the database that you can use, all that information that are relevant to your subject. You find them all in this one-stop shop, which is LibGuides. So we would like to hear your side of the story by adding your voice. This is just as simple as scanning this QR code, and then we'd like you to rate our services. And when you click on this QR code and download it on your phone, you are able to do it quickly. And this is actually, it has got just 5 questions, not actually 5, 4. The first one is about which library does this apply to, which means you will have to give the name of the library where we want to rate. And then number 2 is rate our service, whether it's great or bad or whatever. Then number 3 is select user type. Are you an undergraduate or postgraduate, and so on. Number 4 is your comments, your suggestions. Please let us know. What is it that you want to add? What is it that you want to comment on? And the 5th one is actually just to providing us with your contact details should you have got the comments there and would like to follow up with you. So that it's optional for those who have commented or gave suggestions and they want us to come back to them. So you can leave your contact details for that. Other than that, I am at the last slide where I want to say to you, feel free to visit any UNISA library branch by logging online anytime, anywhere, 24/7. And I would like to thank you for listening. We look forward to seeing you or to be of service to you. So you are welcome to visit us even in person. But remember, we are available should you need any further assistance. I would like to pause here, and I'm not sure if I can play the video quickly, but please do advise from your side, Program Director. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you very much, Mrs. Senyolo. You've got the stamina. On my watch, you probably went more than 40 minutes talking. At some point, I felt pity for you and said, okay, let me stop, and then maybe you need to sip some water, but well done. I think you hold the record in this week.
Thank you.
For the person who has, because other people, as you know, it's just one long link, and then they speak not more than 10 minutes. So well done to that, and then people are showing their love and appreciation on Teams there. I just wanted to explain that we're only left with about 7 minutes, believe it or not, and the reason for that is that the link that you have joined, it's a link that is different from the other links of the training sessions today.
Okay.
So we're going to give you some time. We're going to finish off, say, 5:02, so that you can actually cross over to the other link to join the other sessions. Yeah, so the attendance was quite good. I was so interested to find out where are the people coming from. So let's start with Gauteng. Who are the Gautengers here? Can I hear a virtual? Okay. Some are sending some love. Look, oh, there's a lot of Gauteng. Okay, let's go to the Western Cape. Let's see where I'm at. The Gautengers must stop now, you know. I need to tell the difference. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't tell the difference from what I'm saying. Students and colleagues, I've got this one question that I need to ask, talking about provinces. And Mokhadi, I think you must give a prize to this person who's going to answer this question for us. That okay. Which province? You can make an attempt yourself, Mokhadi, and other people. Which province in our country is surrounded by 6 provinces and a country?
I'll give them a chance first.
Yes, Tatejo. She has an answer. Let's hear him out. Peter, can you unmute Tatejo? He's got competition. Let's see.
They've been unmuted. They can unmute on their side.
Okay. Tatejo. What is the answer, Tatejo? Must I go to the next one? A lot of hands here. 3. Okay, Tatejo, let me give you a chance. Can you put it on the chat then? What is your answer? They got it. Okay, a lot of people got it wrong. Gauteng. The correct one is why? Oh, I asked even David to join. It's Free State. So why would Limpopo be included? I don't know. But let's pause there. It was very interesting. Just to recap on your presentation, Ms. Signolo, you talk about dog ears, pages, people damaging the books. Also, I saw a lot of not clapping, but a lot of Valentine hangover. People showing some hearts, and then we discussed also the loan period. And I'm happy to say that you also excluded the weekend because the weekend is closed. Otherwise, we have to fight with the students to say, but the Saturday is not included, the Sunday is not included. Thank you very much for clearing that, as well as the couriering for clarifying that as to how it works. And then also touching on plagiarism. I can't believe what I saw on the screen. People, when you're presenting on plagiarism, they clapped. I don't know. People clap that there'll be disciplinary hearing if they infringe or breach. So very interesting there. And also you also touched on the fact that as a library you actually are establishing what you call a one-stop shop. And I think when they go to the libraries, to be explained how UNISA Libraries is trying to make sure that we behave almost like Google, isn't it? Where you just put in your whatever you need, and then in the background your search will be done. I took longer than I'm supposed to be taking, and I think this is time for questions and answer session. So those who raised their hands, they have now the opportunity to ask questions. I see we are only left with 4 minutes or so. Mrs. Signolo is here to answer those questions. Please don't direct the questions to me. Thank you.
And you as well, and my colleagues that have joined, including the ones many in the chats. So everyone is here to respond. Thank you, Mdu.
Yeah, so we're waiting for questions. It's not compulsory to ask a question. If you're not prepared to go verbal, you can go on the chat to state your question, and then we'll answer there. Mr. Signolo, you can guide me whether you want to play your video clip
I can just quickly do that for the sake of those who might.
How long is that? How long is that?
We can stop it at any time. We can stop it at any time when the time is up.
All right.
Can we do that?
Perhaps, perhaps you will play the video last. Let me just do the word of thanks, just to observe the protocol, as they say. I'd like to thank you, Mrs. Signolo, for a very brilliant presentation. I also picked up as a staff member things that I learned. And then I'd like to thank this vibrant audience. They showed so much love. There was excitement, and so they really enjoyed your presentation. And then I'd like to thank Peter Olona, the guy who was doing his things in the background. I think there's also David there, but essentially we're just thanking the ICT Plus, the student retention unit, for organizing these sessions. And also for your sake, Mrs. Signolo, we'll also thank the library management, your line management, Mr. Zulu and Dr. Maromo, who has actually decided to appoint you to handle this mission, which you handled very well. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to conclude with a clip which will be played by Mrs. Signolo. Thank you very much for attending, and enjoy your stay with us at UNISA, and all of the best. Thank you very much. Ms. Signolo, you can play your video.
Are you able to see it?
Not yet.
Oh, it's playing from my side. Can I stop it now?
Peter,
right,
can advise,
just unshare again, and then when you share, please don't forget to include that computer sound. Otherwise, we won't hear anything. We'll just see the video.
Okay. Gosh. Now.
When you click on share, there's an option there right at the very top that says include computer sound.
Now I'm not able to go back. I can't go back to you, and it's busy playing. Okay, let me try and Peter. Oh. Okay. Okay, I've just managed to stop it, but I must.
So have you opened the video? The video is still open, I presume.
Yeah, it's still open.
All right, so just basically say click on share at the top.
On the one for the video, because they say share on the video or on our.
So no, leave that one on the video. Go on Teams on this platform. Basically, click on share.
Yes.
And then can you see at the top, it should be on the right-hand side, the one that says include computer sound?
Yes.
Right, so you switch that on, and then share that video. You should be able to see it. So you will either share screen or windows, but screen is better to maneuver on.
I think I did not stop the sharing while I was doing this. I'm not sure if. Let me try and play it again. Are you able to see my screen?
No, not yet. You are not sharing as of yet.
I'm not sharing. Okay.
No.
Yeah, I think we're hitting a technical glitch.
Yeah, with the time.
Is it on the slide, Mrs. Signolo?
It is on the slide. It is on the slide.
Oh, okay. So we've recorded. Are they able to click it when they see the recording?
From Peter, I'm not sure.
No,
No,
they'll not be able to. They'll not be able to. We
can make a plan on the chat. Maybe put in a link to your and then they can click on it and then listen it or watch it on their own. Yeah, so that we can wrap and then prepare themselves for the next session. I see there's only one hand that this brave person who is Hulisane Madava. Peter, let's entertain Hulisane's question as we close. He or she is gone.
Oh,
it's like they're gone.
Gone. Okay, not a problem. Yeah, let us close on that note. Thank you very much. I'm gonna log off unless there's anything that we need to do. Going. Yes.
Just I think Peter would have taken care of that, the register and all that. Peter.
I am
That's
not
fine.
sure.
That's
Peter?
fine.
Yeah,
Not a
he
problem.
did. Okay,
That's
thanks.
fine.
Otherwise, thank you too, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you all our UNISA students. Thanks. Thanks, colleagues.
All right.
Bye.